Hi, welcome to the Shelley Studio, and this video is a little bit of experimentation. That is some iridescent medium that I've had for a long time, and well, okay, I created this actually back in September. I had been watching Patty Tolly Parrish. If you've ever watched her, she does a lot of stuff with watercolor, and she was doing some watercolors on Yupo with iridescent watercolors or metallic watercolors. I didn't have any of that, but I wanted to try because hers looked like it looked a lot like an acrylic pour, and so I thought, well, I have some Yupo paper, I have iridescent medium and watercolor. We'll just like pretend that we're doing it like she did. And create a background and just see what happens. So this is me playing with it, and it takes a lot of work to get it to look like a pour. I don't think it ever really does look like a pour. You can see every brush stroke when I'm putting it on this Yupo paper. So I do go back and do a few layers, and the watercolor reactivates every time because the Yupo paper is like a plastic, so nothing absorbs, which is good when you want like a floaty effect. But anyway, so I'm just playing with different colors of blue and just messing around to see what we end up with. So I do have this going on super fast, and I hope you enjoy watching the process. You'll see me do a few layers, and yeah, I hope you enjoy watching. So here I'm just adding some more pigment, hoping to get more coverage. While you're watching that, I'll tell you, after I painted this, I wanted to seal it with a spray varnish. I was thinking that would work to keep it from reactivating and smearing, and so it has sat waiting because I don't have any spray varnish, and so it's been waiting for me to buy some and spray, and I just kept not doing it. And here it is, what, December, so several months later, I'm like seeing it, sitting there on my desk. I'm like, well, I have some varnish, let's just varnish it. I don't know, I wasn't thinking. So I took the brush on varnish and attacked the page with it and really kind of messed it up pretty good, actually. I'll show you that in the end. Here I'm just adding iridescent medium to it to just, I don't know, trying to make it more interesting. And here you can see it's dry, and I just go in and add more pigment because it's not pretty. So here I'm just adding more and more color. But anyway, I will show you at the end what happens to it when I added the... I don't show you me adding the varnish. I didn't think to record that part. But to rescue the disaster that is this piece of paper, we're going to turn it into, guess what? Yes, more Christmas cards. I bet you didn't know that was coming. So now there's a lot of medium on there, and I decided to just drip some more of this iridescent medium right on top, hoping that it would look more like a pour. I'm not sure it did, but it was fun playing with that iridescent medium anyway. And here I'm just taking a piece of paper and using it to swirl out so they don't look like just dots on the page. Alright, so here it is dry, and that is before I attack it with the varnish. And here it is after the varnish. You can see it's smeared in lots of places. So I decided I wanted to get 6 cards out of this. So I am going to cut this into 6 pieces. And of course that's not quite big enough for my Christmas cards. So we are going to add something to it. So this is I got this on clearance, just textured sort of silver paper, and we're going to make that be kind of a landscape. Assembling the first one is always more trial and error, and once I get that down, then the others went by really fast. Got better at lining them up and cutting them appropriately. But I won't make you sit through all of those. And I'm just using score tape on the back to adhere this down to my discount card from Michael's, which I've just about used all of those cards. I think I have a couple left. So we have a silvery snowy hill and what looks a little bit like the northern lights in the background, right? Or a stormy night in the background. And the glossy varnish does help to bring out the shine in everything. And so these cards are really shimmery. There we go, and these I got in the discount aisle at Target, and I thought it'd be fun to add a couple of trees so you really know that that is landscape. And see, don't those look like the northern lights? Could totally have been on purpose. Trying to decide which way looks best. Don't want them to be all the same. All my hills are different anyway, because they were just done freehand. So I decided they needed a sentiment. So this is my Christmas stamps, and I am just stamping onto some deli paper. The tissue paper I have, the stamps really bleed, so I didn't want it to bleed that much. So I figured I would use deli paper and stamp all these on there, and then we'll cut them out and use them on our page. Hopefully they'll be translucent enough that it'll still be okay. I wasn't sure how to attach these because glue's gonna show up, right? So I have a really, really old stapler that was I inherited from an artist who's passed away, and I'm like, I should make some use out of it. So we are going to actually staple these right on to the cards. Why not? It's all mixed media. I'm really sorry about the coughing. That one doesn't quite reach on the side, so it's going to have to go the long way. There we go. Alright, so here's our final product. Several months in the making. Anyway, I hope you liked that. If you did like it, please hit like. Feel free to share, comment, and if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.